Hi everyone. So in my last video I showed what I had chosen from 2015 through 2020 from the Hobonichi website. Now of course it's that time of year again. Hobonichi 2021 has been released, and I thought I'd just share with you what items that I'm expecting to get in the mail, and also show you a feature on their website that they added this year that saves us a lot of money if you're buying from their website directly. They have offered a merge system to merge your orders so that you're only paying for one shipping fee. Now, of course, that means you have to wait for those items to come, but I'll show you the benefits of why having this merge and hold system is very beneficial. All right, so let's get right into it, and I will show you what I ordered. So if you click on Hobonichi Techo 2021, the actual website is www.1101.com. So that's their actual store website. And here's their introductory page. I knew right away, as soon as I saw this, which one I was wanting for this year. So the first thing I wanted to choose was my priority, my tried and true Hobonichi Weeks. And this one, my nickname from all my friends is the Bird Lady. So the swallow stood out to me instantly. Now what's unique with the bow and tie is that the flower that's on the swallow will be on a different spot for every planner. It also has these stripes that are like a tie, so that's why it's called bow and tie. And I just really love these cute little birds. They also match the navy pen that is coming out this year to go with the planners. So I just thought they would look great together. And there'll be one little daisy on the front and one on the back of every one of these covers, but the bird will be holding it in a different place on each cover. So that little daisy does not land on the same spot. Like this one, it ended up on the spine instead of on the back cover. So you just never know exactly where that little daisy is going to land. And that really makes this set of planner covers so unique. So this one is called Swallows. It's about $20, and this is the monthly layout that I absolutely love. It's nice and compact. I can just highlight my most important dates there, and then my weeklies along with the notes that I use each week. This is the perfect ideal layout for me to just draw out exactly what I need week to week. So continuing with the Bird Lady theme, when I saw this A6 cover by Roji Arai, I just fell in love with it. This is the one I also knew immediately, no question about it, I was definitely going to get this because I am really getting into watercolor, and it doesn't have to be super scientifically accurate type of watercolor. I'm kind of a cross between the abstract and the realism. So I like to experiment with both right now. And this bird is just the perfect depiction of probably the skill level I'm at right now. Such a simple cover with a lot of color, a lot of personality, and I just fell in love with it immediately. Now, this is the same artist that they released the donkey and the cat in previous years, Roji Arai, and they have accessories to go with that A6 cover. So one is the fusang, which is, in other words, page flags, and I just love that they have the matching card. So I'm getting that one for sure, and then you can see how beautifully it pairs inside of the cover. So this is how you can use them. Now you'll want to make sure you use something like a Sharpie, ballpoint, something that's not going to smear. These are a lot like the Post-it note page flags, that plasticky texture. So you'll need to use some type of permanent pen that won't smudge if you want to use them as it's demonstrated here. They also provide the refills. If you click on the purchase tab, you'll see the original one is $7.03, whereas the refill for it is only a couple of dollars. So if you think you're going to go through all the page flags in a year, then you may want to buy the refill. I never go through all of mine within a year, so I usually don't buy the refill. By the time I would need a refill, it's usually the next year and I'm getting the next card. Now I did also get the Hobonichi Papers, and this would be a good alternative for you. It's much cheaper than the cover. If you like the cover but you don't think you're really going to use it that much, then you might want to settle for the Hobonichi Papers. It's an A6 size. Now this one, the paper is very, very smooth and it does lay completely flat, but this is not the Tomoe River paper. So it's a little bit thicker than the Hobonichi planner paper, and it tears out. So it's just a glue spine. It is not a sewn spine. So it is much cheaper. And this is the one that I'm going to put in the A6 planner cover. Really cute. It has the same design on the front and the back as the actual Hobonichi A6 cover has as well. So this is what I will be putting inside of mine. When you open it, instead of saying Hobonichi Papers on the bottom like some of the older tablets did, it actually has a picture of that bird. And it's really, really cute, and it coordinates perfectly with the color scheme. Now this year, the new color boards are this reddish, orangish, red-orange pencil board. These other ones, I think the yellow and blue were completely sold out. So I usually buy at least one of these every year, so I kind of have the collection of colors growing. So I did buy one of these this year. I don't remember which one I purchased. I think I purchased the A5, since I know that is the one I will be using the most as far as the journal size. So the tab sticks out very discreetly. I've never had it get snagged or stuck on anything. It tucks within the cover just perfectly. So it sticks out of the book, but it doesn't stick out of the cover so much that it gets damaged or anything. So the brown one I think is still available, but these blue ones, I believe the website said they are now sold out of all of these blue guys. So the biggest thing to remember is just make sure that you're ordering the correct size for the size planner that you want, and they're very good about clearly labeling these. A6, A5, weeks, and they also divide them up by the colors. So you'll be able to know very clearly what you're getting. Just make sure you read your paper size to make sure that it's really the one that matches the size of your planner. Now here's the cover and covers. I always buy these. I really want to protect my covers. It does not impede the use of the cover in any way because it does have a slit in the back that allows you to access the back cover. And so this is the inside, and this gives you an example of how you can access that back slot. It's almost like a Ziploc, and you're able to secure your items, and you almost get a double pocket because you can put some things even within the clear pocket on the outside of that pouch. These are some of the accessories I've purchased over the years that I mentioned in my last video. I love this double stick tape. This is probably my all-time favorite accessory that they sell. It's a really good quality. I've never had anything fall out of my planner in the past 6 years that I've used this double stick tape with. So I just ordered this. I think this is my third refill that I've ordered on this. I use it for more than just stuff in my Hobonichi. I use it for stuff in my traveler's notebooks as well. So if you really like the small size journaling in any type of bullet journal or anything like that, you'll really enjoy those. These are the stamps that I showed in my last one, Hobonichi Techo stamps. I have both of these. They're just so cute. They're fun to write a little date in. And they have some really cute samples on their website on how they demonstrate the use of these. I usually do like 4-1 and put the date in there. They've used it to include timestamps as to when they're doing a specific event on the calendar. And because they're this rubber stamp, they stamp very clearly. So I usually use Stays On or Memento, depending on the paper that I'm stamping it on. Stays On will go through your page, just to give you a heads up. I also wanted to make sure to show you where to get the Hobonichi plain notebooks. They are not lumped in with the planners. They are actually in the accessories section. They are the same height and width as the Avec notebooks. So the A6 and the A5, if you look at just one Avec notebook, say January through June or July through December, that is the equivalent of the thickness of these notebooks. So they're really good for people like me who like to stick photos, like to stick a lot of stickers because it bulks up so much. This is half of the size of the original or the cousin. But for those of you who love bullet journaling, you'll love it because it's just a plain grid. There's no quotes, there's no pictures, there's no dates. Cover to cover, it is all just grid. Now, one thing that is slightly noticeable is that between each section, they have 4 sections with 4 different colors. But honestly, I've never even noticed this when I'm using the notebook. So this is just some varieties of what you could do. You could put the cousin in on one side, and you could put this notebook in on the other side of your cover. I do like this setup because then you can just slide them in and out easily. It's very similar to how I've used mine this year. So these were probably the hardest ones to decide between, was the cover for my A5. I love these watercolor florals and this abstract look, but you know, I'm the bird lady, and so I really loved this little bird with a letter in its beak. But the time traveling bird, so cute. That one was really hard to resist. But this other one is really more along the theme of what I'm focused on this year, which is watercolor, gouache, mixed media. And then when I looked at these close-up photos, that's what really convinced me. So first of all, one thing I really loved were the little page markers at the bottom of here. They're like these little flower petal looking things at the bottom. And then just looking at the contrast of the colors as she's holding it. But this is what did it right here, this metallic silver. In the other pictures, it looks very plain, like a matte gray, but this photo really shows how it has this iridescent feature to it, and it's paired with the florals. I might be putting my A5 sketchbook in here, which is something that I would be taking with me on the go. So this one really stood out to me after I really thought about it. So I had put my entire shipment order on hold. I'll show you that feature in a moment. I picked my A6 items, and then I thought about it for 1 or 2 days before I placed my order for the A5. So this is the front and back. You'll see the back has that slot or that pocket cover as well. This is the photo I initially saw, and you can see it looks like a matte gray, but it's actually a very iridescent color, and it has this really cute artist stamp inside of it as well. So if you were to put the cousin or the Avec, this is what it would look like on the inside. And these pictures were just so stunning, and really for the same purposes, since I'm wanting to really practice my botanical art journaling this year and really learning more about flowers and flora and fauna. This is really up my alley of what I want to focus on for this year. Just so you know, this year marks the 20th anniversary of the Hobonichi Techo. So those of you that are new and just coming in, this is such an exciting year. and they really did a great release. I'm surprised they didn't do more to mark the 20th. The pen is marked with that. So if you really want something that historically marks the 20th year of the Hobonichi Techo, make sure that you order a planner so that you get the pen that has that specific date on it. So in order to get these items, the navy blue pen with the black grip, you'll need to order at least the Hobonichi Weeks. The Hobonichi Weeks will not include the brush pen and the paper pad. If you want the brush pen and paper pad, then you would need to order the full planner. For example, the Cousin, the Avec, the Original, or the Day Free. Any of those planners come with all three of these items. That is what is exclusive and what is unique to ordering directly from the Hobonichi store from Japan instead of ordering from maybe Amazon or JetPens. These items will not be included in your order if you order from those sources. So the most exciting feature this year that they added is they are introducing the new option to hold a shipment for later. This is an amazing feature, but let me just mention two things. To use this, first, you will need to place your order. Then, you'll need to merge the order. So what this allows is you can set your order aside for up to 70 days. That includes all the release dates from September 1st all the way through November 1st. So say, for example, you're seeing the Doraemon or the Astro Boy, and you know you're going to want those in October, but you don't want to pay for shipping from Japan twice within 1 month. You can hold your current shipment. You can choose what you want before it sells out, save those items, have that order paid for and saved in your shopping cart, and after you check out, you can immediately click on that order number and find this note that says hold shipment for later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste this link in my description so that you can read it thoroughly about how to use that feature. It is extremely helpful. So directly from their website, I just wanted to show you this. A shipment hold. This function can only be used after successfully placing an order. So you must place your order and then click on that order number to place it on a shipping hold. This is not done before the checkout process is completed. It is done only after you've placed your first order. Then later, when you go to place your second order for the merge feature, that part must be done during checkout. So that part, it says this function can only be used during checkout when placing an order. If you have an existing unshipped order, you will be asked if you would like to place the order separately or add it to a previous order. This will be asked to you during checkout. So if you found these tips helpful, and if you're looking forward to placing your order, please give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.